Okay, my name is Kevin Little. Until recently, for the last 30 years, I was in the military, and I was most recently Captain Kevin Little. That's like a colonel in the other services, the Army or the Air Force. I was a jet pilot by trade for 20 years, and in the last 10 years of my career, I got into the Naval War College as a student and then as a military professor. And the last 3 years I've been a defense and naval attaché in Spain, in Madrid, Spain, working at the American Embassy as the senior defense rep, advising the American ambassador on Spanish to U.S. military relations and being his advisor, and dealing with senior defense representatives in Spain. Now I'm just Kevin Little again, and turning a page in the chapter of my life, and I'll be working and trying to settle down in France, which is an interesting evolution for me because I don't have the support as I would in the United States trying to get a job in education or in the defense industry. So another big leap into life that I've been doing all along. I went to Parkway West and graduated in 1973. My parents, my father was military, and myself being military, my entire life I've pretty much moved every 3 years or 4 years of my life. My time at Parkway West here in St. Louis was one of the longest periods. It was 4 years. I was here from 9th grade and graduated and then moved away and been back to visit, but not really have had much contact with my the friends I had, the other students or the teachers. With an exception, like many of the people here today, would be Mr. Al Burr. He made an indelible impression on me in the way he welcomed me into the school district as a principal, and encouragement over the years as we stayed in touch. It's very interesting and quite a remarkable person. Other people at Parkway West, it was an interesting school for me because I've moved so much. I've been in so many different schools. In the military system, I was in France during the 60s, grade school, when we had U.S. bases and U.S. schools, and it was the Department of Defense system, which was very good. And then I was in Virginia for other schools and junior high school kind of things, and ended up in Parkway West. Parkway West, I had no idea what it was all about, and it turned out to be a very special place with very interesting, motivated teachers that I remember my calculus teacher, I think it was Mr. Buss, I'm not sure if that's who it was, but he used to have his hair combed like Julius Caesar. It's kind of scary, but one of the most amazing teachers. And to this day, I have my notebooks from calculus. I don't think that affected how I ended up as a pilot or anything else, but it was kind of, for me, a motivation of how to take something seriously, fall in love with a subject that may be surprising thing to do, mathematics, calculus. I don't know if I use it much. I'm not sure. People might laugh at me when I say that, but I kept my books because he made a very strong mark. And actually, as a sideline, it was a very interesting thing. I went to college and I took calculus. I AP'd out of it, but I still took it. And I had a friend who ended up becoming a doctor, a very smart kid, but he couldn't understand the calculus, and it was such a poorly taught subject at our school. We made friends. I took him to my room, and using my notebooks from high school, I taught him calculus based on what the bad lesson was, on what I learned in high school, gave him access to my notebooks from Mr. Buss. And that kid, his first test was, I think, a 50, and after that he got all A's, passed with flying colors. And thank God for that, because he helped me through chemistry and biology, and we became fast friends for the next 4 years. So that's quite a story for me on a personal level. And like I said, Mr. Burr, the principal, who wasn't, he didn't teach, but he was quite a teacher of life, I would think. And he showed a special interest in many people and succeeded in, I guess, over the years, being a mentor without really doing that. Now, it's funny, I've seen him twice in 30 years, and yesterday was one. We had lunch together, and when you meet special people, that 30-year gap disappears within minutes. So the Parkway time for me, Probably didn't do much to help me end up as a jet pilot in the military and defense attaché in Madrid, Spain, but it was a very important part of my life to teach me how to take education seriously, to understand how to learn, and to take pride in your work and be motivated to do the very best you can. And the sports I did there also helped. The people were all special, but the time frame at Parkway got me headed in a direction where I knew how to succeed and I wanted to succeed. And I think that's probably, if I had to summarize my time at Parkway, that's what it would be. How to succeed and to want to succeed. And I guess I did. I don't know. There's still a lot left, so I don't want to give the idea that I'm at the end of anything. I'm just changing chapters in my life.